Hello everyone, I'm AT Storm Track meteorologist Austin Haskins. It was a picture-perfect day for the most part for the first day of July on Tuesday. Lots of sunshine. Dew points were respectable in the upper 50s to near 60, and we had a gentle breeze as well with seasonable temperatures. But we are tracking a few pop-up shower and storm chances both today and Thursday, mainly in the afternoon and evening time frame, though Thursday's chances could spill over into the overnight and early Friday morning hours. The 4th itself is trending a little bit drier, but it is going to be hot and very humid, and we're still looking at better chances for showers and storms into Saturday. So let's look at future track for the short term, and keep in mind, radar is going to look a little bit different than what future track is hinting here, but the idea is we'll have a few of these little pop-up showers and storms developing in the afternoon and evening hours as a cold front from the northwest slides in, and then eventually will kind of stall out over our area and turn into a stationary boundary. So we'll have those around, maybe lingering past midnight, but I think the bulk of the rain and isolated pop-up storm chances will be done with by about midnight or so. And then going into Thursday, similar story. Starts off with a lot of sunshine. We'll have some of those little pop-up showers and storms in the afternoon, though the coverage tomorrow is slightly less than for today and this evening. But we go back up slightly tomorrow night into Friday morning as that stationary boundary kind of starts to drift back north as a warm front. And any shower and storm chances as of now on Friday will be over with by about mid to late morning, and the afternoon hours and most of the evening is going to be quiet. So those that are attending any festivities or any fireworks celebrations going on Friday night, the way things look right now, we should be in good shape. But it is going to be hot and it's going to be very humid. I'll talk about that briefly here coming up in just a moment. But those rain chances are going to ramp back up a little bit overnight Friday, maybe more towards early Saturday morning, and then peaking Saturday afternoon into Saturday night as a cold front comes through. We'll talk about that here coming up in just a few minutes as well. We do have a risk for a couple of strong to possibly severe storms today and tomorrow with anything that develops, and that's why this threat's conditional, because if storms even do develop and track through, we have a level 1 risk for all of the area today, a level 1 risk for the southern half of the area tomorrow, and then Friday they have a level 1 risk from Medford to Alma northwest, but that would be for anything after midnight Friday into early Saturday morning. If we do see any strong to severe storms develop, hail and damaging wind gusts would be the primary threat, though I think wind will be slightly higher than the hail threat. We really don't have the ingredients for a threat for tornadoes, so some good news there. But just keep an eye on the skies a little bit the next couple of days if you're going to be out and about for the possibility of maybe a couple stronger to severe storms developing. High temperatures today across the area, mid to upper 80s, low 80s over towards Medford. That is slightly above average for this time of the year. Tonight we'll fall back down, mostly low to mid 60s for those lows. And then tomorrow we're looking at highs in the mid to upper 80s, a few spots touching 90 degrees. Tomorrow, though, dew points are going to be coming up. So this is the feels like temperature forecast. So today we'll see highs in the upper 80s. The feels like temperature slightly above the air temperature by a few degrees. Dew points low to mid 60s. But look at tomorrow, though. Highs mid to upper 80s to near 90. Heat index as high as 95. Those dew points will be coming up. You'll see that right here. So today, dew points generally between about 60 and 64 degrees or so. But look, by tomorrow, we're looking at those dew points in the upper 60s to near 70. And they'll be in the upper 60s, lower 70s Friday with highs in the upper 80s and lower 90s, as you'll see right here. I think a lot of us will actually crack the lower 90s. So the heat index could be pushing 95 to maybe approaching 100 in spots. Of course, still very early to determine if we're going to have any heat alerts being issued, but whether we have them or not, just be sure to be taking precautions if you're going to be out and about with the hot and very humid conditions. Now, looking at the forecast in general, again, just a 20% chance for rain on Friday and Friday evening, and then it goes up to 80% on Saturday. It is looking to be pretty widespread. We cool back to 85, though we could be cooler if we have more rain and storms around, but it is still going to be very humid. Sunday, still a few isolated showers and storms around, but it will still be humid and a little bit cooler with highs in the low 80s. So here's a look at future track into the weekend. This is the European model we're looking at, and you can see the rain chance start to increase towards lunchtime, and unfortunately it is looking pretty widespread across the area throughout the day, Saturday night, and even into early Sunday morning. Now, as I mentioned into Sunday, still some isolated activity lingering around, but Sunday is at least trending a little bit drier overall compared to Saturday. So Saturday not looking all that great, unfortunately, but it looks like the start of the holiday weekend and the end of it should fare a little bit better. Into early next week, we'll still maintain a few isolated pop-up shower and storm chances, but dew points will be lower and high temperatures around 80, which would be a couple degrees below average.